What's up, y'all? Your boy, Heaven Hollywood. It's been a minute, but we back with industry stories. And today, we're going to talk about two ladies who are very prominent in hip hop history. Two ladies who, if you write the book of hip hop, you're not going to be able to complete that book without mentioning these two ladies' names in it. And those two ladies are Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Now, as we know, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown was probably the male version of Ja Rule and 50 Cent, right? They're about the closest version to Ja Rule and 50 Cent. The only difference is Ja Rule, contrary to rumor, Foxy Brown and Lil Kim used to be friends. Ja Rule and 50 were never cool. All right, never cool. So it's been so long ago, and you would think, because it seems as though they're never going to be able to make up, you'd think that they were, lifelong enemies. But it's not true. But I'm going to tell you about this industry story is about the fight that no one knew about. Everybody knows about the fight in the studio, in when was it, late 90s, right after Big, with the whole shootout and what have you. Everyone knows about that fight. But I know about the first fight. Now let me take you back. I'm going to say this was before both their albums came out. So I'm going to say this was 94, 95. I think it was 94. So I'm in Brooklyn. So my man Jay, not Jay-Z, we're going to get to him later, but my man Jay used to work with Stetsasonic. So I went on this internship with him at Daddy-O Studios. Now, Daddy-O Studios is in Brooklyn. So there is Daddy-O. He from the legendary hip-hop group Stetsasonic. Now, on this day, he just happens to have, and this is a date I'll never forget. He happens to have in his studio, right? And the studio was in his house. Biggie Smalls, Lil C's, Lil Kim, right? And then later, Clark Kent and Foxy Brown came. Now let me set the scene here. Biggie was trying to get together Junior Mafia, right? They were thinking about auditioning people for Junior Mafia. He already had his cousin C's and Lil Kim. Like Lil Kim is in the group. Now, remember, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, even though Kim is like 4 years older than Foxy, they went to the same high school, even though Kim dropped out. Kim dropped out of high school, but her and Foxy technically went to the same high school, even though they weren't from the same area, right? But they ended up going to the same high school. I think Kim may have moved like later on, or Foxy may have moved later on, but then Foxy from Park Slopes. Like we used to call that the rich part of Brooklyn. But so they went to the same high school, so they knew each other. They were really cool with each other in the beginning when they both came out and was doing their thing. Foxy used to say, "Yeah, my girl Kim is coming through with the sexiness, and I'm coming through too. I'm coming through to Kim. She paved the way. Yo, Kim's doing her thing, B. She's doing her thing." So then Kim would be on like the video shows and be like, yeah, next up, my girl Fox Boogie, the ill Nana. You know what I mean? So like they would bigging each other up. And but on this day, Foxy, Big was going to put Foxy in Junior Mafia. Big was going to put Foxy in Junior Mafia, right? Now remember, this is before they did, they were on the Total Wreck and all that, and the album cover. So Foxy comes down. Foxy this time she's like mad young. She's like mad young. So I'm gonna assume she was what 15, 16? Like she was in that range. So she came downstairs and they were like, you can't come down here. And she was like, why not? And they were like, yo, we got Biggie is down here and Kim's down here and they trying to, do their little Junior Mafia thing or whatever. So Foxy was like, yo, but Big told me to come back. Like, I spoke to him last week, right? He told me to come back. So they were like, Big. So Big, like, waved his hand like, nah. Like, kind of like, nah. And then, Big's like, there's been a change of plans and shit. You know what I mean? I thought, this is my first time putting together a group. And I mean, I was thinking maybe we have like two females rocking with, since Kim was the only girl in the group. I figured we have two of the baddest chicks from Brooklyn. But nah, we're not doing that. We just gonna make Kim like the first lady. So nah, we not doing that. So Foxy was like, she upstairs, and Foxy got an attitude issue, right? She always had attitude issues. She's quick, like she'll come in and she'll be so cool, and then it just take anything, and then she'll just snap. So Foxy was like, oh, this bitch, this bitch trying to shut me down. Just that, like, you know what I mean? So she was like, she trying to shut me down. Now, they got Kim and stuff. That's by now, me and Jay go upstairs. Daddy O's like, yo, go up there, right? And he was like, yo, matter of fact, like, conduct some interview or some shit, right? So Daddy O's like, take me and my man Jay. Jay's like, yo, let's go up there and do an interview. So then, kind of trying to distract Foxy. So we go upstairs and we like, hey, Fox. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We trying to like, hey, Fox. And then she looking like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck are you? So we looking like, oh, wow, right? So then my man Jay, he's like, yeah, yo, Fox, we out here with, like, we right here with Daddy O. You know what I mean? And we just gonna we gonna ask you a couple of questions. We gonna tape you, come in. And she's like, a fucking interview? I ain't come in for no fucking interview. Who said, you speak to my manager? She's like saying, you speak to my manager, about no interview. Nobody told me I was coming to no interview. I'm coming here to rock with Big. So we trying to like calm her down or whatever shit like that. And she's like, what's about to happen? You want to do an interview? What's about to happen? I'm about to go out and fuck this bitch up. Right? So now, Kim is a fighter. Like, Kim, she doesn't, what I mean by a fighter is she doesn't go around starting fights. Kim's very mild-mannered, right? Kim's very mild-mannered. But Kim throws hands. Like, she knows how to throw hands. So Foxy talking about, and Foxy has been known over the years to just be more of a loudmouth. She thinking that if she talk a good game That's gonna get chicks scared. So Foxy's like, no, what's about to happen is I'm about to go down here and fuck this bitch up.